of Snowstorm Diego. Actually, we're at the tail end of it. I've already had these plows out. I've had the Husqvarna GT 52X LSI out and doing some plowing with it, and the dozer blade it came with. But this storm was big enough that I decided to break out this, which is the DK2 Summit Rampage. Very interesting name for a plow, but it works pretty well. This is a home plow. This is not something you would want to use professionally, although I suppose you could. And instead of being operated off of hydraulics, it has a manual lever for the 3 positions. Change it to center, left and right, basically through there. And the raising and lowering is done through just a conventional winch with a cable. And it works pretty good for that. Functions here. Okay, so back here you can see that here's how it operates. It's got a safety mechanism here, but this is the winch, which is cable operated. That controls your up and down. And there's a switch in a switch box. I'll show you that inside here in a second. But springs, just like any conventional plow. So if you nail something too hard, it's going to bounce. It does have skid plates. I've never had to replace them, so that's pretty heavy duty. And they're adjustable height, like any plow would have, really. This is the mechanism to allow you to shift from forward to left to right, and it works pretty well. It's held up well over the years. And here's your pivot point. Cabling here going off to the switch box. So fairly conventional. The one thing I will say is this unit is extremely heavy and is very unwieldy. Let's put it that way. It does come with these adjustable wheels here, so when you're done using the unit, you're supposed to lower those down, lay the unit down on the ground. That way you'd be able to roll it around a garage. But who wants to have something like this in their garage for the entire year, taking up space? So for 99% of us, probably, you're going to have this thing sitting outside, and those wheels are absolutely useless for rolling around gravel or, God forbid, dirt. How this thing hooks up, it's just a 2-inch receiver, and then you can mount it to any truck with a 2-inch front hitch. It's made for obviously something sitting low below a front bumper, and it works great on the truck. Maybe put a front receiver on. You could use one of these for that. So let's follow the cabling up here. I'll show you the control switch, and that'll pretty much wrap it up. Okay, so the wiring comes up through here. I've got it tucked in inside of here, and it attaches to the battery. This is your main control box here, and God, I hope it's waterproof inside of there. But it has the cabling here, and then it really runs just to basically an up-down switch. Now this unit does come with a wireless one for inside of the car. However, I've never used it. Even when I had the truck, I just ran the cabling through the windshield, and that works fine for me. But I guess for a bigger vehicle or something that was farther away from the plow head itself, you could use that. So overall, I give it an 80%. I give it a B. I know these things, in order to be built well, have to be heavy, but they really cheapened out on the rollers, on the way to deal with this thing. Maybe they could have made it where it had a release pin and it came into 2 or 3 different sections when you were done. That way you could move it around a little more easily. For that, I definitely have to take away some points. It's backbreaking to maneuver this thing, and especially on the truck, the first time you have to hook it up for the season, it's a real pain. So I've got some plowing to do right now, and well, I'll see you next time. Take care.